No smoker? No problem. I'll show you how to get around that. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Mostly From Scratch. I am your host, Mr. Munchies. In this episode I am going to show you how I make my smoked salmon dip. So let's get zoomed in and get started. Alright, let's get into our ingredients list here and we'll get some fish dip made. Okay, first off we have one package, 8 ounce of cream cheese that I've already come up to room temperature and whipped one time with the blender. And then I have roughly a pound of smoked salmon that I've just kind of crumbled up with my hand. Next we have a 1/4 cup of sour cream, 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of lime juice. I'm using fresh lime juice. You can use the stuff out of the bottle if that's all you got, or you can use lemon juice. I've got 1 tablespoon, or I'm sorry, yeah, it's a tablespoon of capers that I've kind of chopped up real fine. Now if you don't know what a caper is, it's kind of like a little salty pickled pea. Next we have 1 teaspoon of very finely minced dill. We're going to have, I think it's 1 teaspoon of Tabasco sauce. And for our optional ingredients, of course you know I like my stuff spicy, so I've got 1 tablespoon of finely minced jalapenos, and I'm probably going to throw a little dash of my homemade hot pepper shake in there. Alright, so let's get this stuff together. Alright, so we're going to take, what we're going to do is we're going to add our ingredients to our cream cheese, and once that's all combined, we're going to let it set for about 20 minutes. That'll give everything time to kind of start marinating together and get incorporated, and that way after about 20 minutes we can come back and taste it and see if we need to add anything else, if we need to add more salt, pepper, some more heat to it. So let's go ahead and get this stuff combined. So put our sour cream in. Mayonnaise, lime juice, capers, jalapenos, dill, and we're just going to do a couple shots of Tabasco sauce in here. That's about a teaspoon, a little less. Alright, so now I'm going to hit this with the mixer for just a couple of seconds. Alright, take a look at that. Just going to give it a quick taste. I think I may need to throw a little, I don't know. I'm kind of debating about this. I'm waiting for the jalapenos to do its thing. Alright, so we're going to let that sit for 20 minutes. Now I'm going to show you how to get around the fact that whether or not you don't have a smoker. I'm going to show you how to take care of that if you don't have a smoker like I have. I'm going to show you in a second how to turn your gas grill into a smoker. So stay tuned, let this marinate, be right back. Okay, while our mix is sitting there marinating for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you how to get around not having a smoker. So if you have a gas grill, you can turn your gas grill into a smoker. Get yourself one of these little aluminum pans. You throw your wood chips in there, cover it with a piece of foil and poke some holes in it, or put a slit in the top, and then take this, put it on one burner, put your burner on low, and then put your fish on the other side of the grill. And what you want to do is you want to cook it with indirect heat. Okay, so you don't want your flame underneath your fish, but you don't want your grill to get too hot. So put this in there, lowest setting as it'll go, and this will start smoking, and it'll turn your gas grill into a smoker, basically. So that's pretty easy. If you don't have one of these, you can just get a piece of aluminum foil, put your wood chips in the foil, close it up, just have a little chimney at the top, and do the same thing. Set it over your burner, turn your burner on low, put your fish on the other side, or if you have a grill that has a top rack, put your fish on the top rack, and it should take anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on the size of the piece of fish you have. Of course, I'm using that salmon. That was a full fillet, and you know, I have the smoker. You've seen that in my other videos. So that's a way to get around not having a smoker if you want to smoke your fish. So let's wait 20 minutes and we'll get back to our mixture. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. Our mixture has marinated. About the 10-minute mark, I came in, gave it another whip with the blender, tasted it. At that point, I went ahead and added a little bit of my hot pepper shake. But 20 minutes is up. I whipped it again. Everything tastes good. So now this would be the point where if you wanted to add a little more dill or some salt or some pepper to readjust the the recipe to suit your own taste. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my fish, my smoked salmon, and just give that a stir. Now typically I would use the whole salmon fillet for this recipe, but of course that was dinner one night, so this is what was just left over. It was, like I said, roughly a pound. So the whole fillet would have weighed probably about, I'm going to say almost 2 pounds, because I like a little more fish than sauce, but this is still going to be awesome. All right, take a look at that. There we go. All right, so I'm going to get some crackers and give this a try, so hang on a second. All right, I got me a cracker, so let's give this a try. Can you hear it crunching? This microphone is very sensitive. All right, that's some good stuff right there. So as always, you know, you can adjust things in this recipe to kind of suit your own taste. I'm not that crazy about dill, so I didn't put that much in there, but if you want some more dill, if you want more capers and stuff, you know, as always, these are just kind of guidelines to get you started on cooking something good. Okay, so leave me some comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, that's going to do it for another episode of Mostly From Scratch. I am your host, Mr. Munchies, so everybody plate up and chow down.